how do we actually do ongoing training? Or why do we do it? Well, it's because people need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. So if they read the playbook once, that's great. But if they never read it again, that's not so great. So you manage to make someone replicate your process in onboarding, which is amazing, right? A lot of people already fail this step. But now you need them to keep doing it, which is what training is for. And there are three things that can be done to make them keep doing the winning process, which is they train on their own, they train with you, so the manager, or they train with others, which means the team. All right. And they do this by making it a habit to read the sales playbook you wrote once a week. So in the playbook, at the end, the last sentence should be read this again every week as an action item if you want to. Like put a reminder in your calendar every Friday evening to read this thing again. And then you make them read it every week or every 2 weeks. But make sure they read it a lot of times until they know every single word in that playbook. Because if you make that a habit, then even if you change things in your sales process, which happens, you change stuff in your training, you can just add or remove things in the playbook and they will learn with it because they keep reading it. That's amazing. All right. So that's how they train on their own. Obviously, they also just do their job, which is training in itself. They can train with you by you doing like role play sessions where you go through difficult scenarios together. Make sure it's actually realistic scenarios. I've seen a bunch of sales managers do like the biggest bullshit on these meetings. It's never something that really actually happens. And if your sales reps, by the way, tell you that this doesn't happen in real life, then you should listen to them because they've probably done more calls than you. That's just a fact. All right. Listen to your team. And they can train with others by you letting them or the team do like calling rounds where they just call in a circle and listen to each other or stuff like that or something similar without your presence. This part is extremely important. I see it so many times where the manager wants to be in that team meeting. You're not supposed to be there because everyone acts differently around you. That's just how it is. All right. It doesn't mean you can't train with them. That's what this part is for. But you also have to let them train on their own. But the best team building happens when they're with each other without you. Because, like it or not, you are part of the team, but they don't see you as their peer. They see you as someone who's above them, which is also how it's supposed to be. They have this certain respect, but you're just not supposed to be in every meeting. All right. They need some time for themselves. Very important. I can't stress this enough. Make sure you record every single sales call and every single sales meeting. You need transcripts because you can give those to any AI and let it find common issues, objections, questions that work really well, questions that the closers never answer properly, stuff like that. You can get so much data and you can use that to improve the training and the playbook, which means your process as a whole and your team as a whole will just improve. And you don't need to read every transcript. Just let AI do it. It's great. Okay? It would be unwise not to do this, especially because it's basically completely free. This doesn't cost you anything. So this is all you really need to do for training. Other than this, you just be available for questions. I think that's self-explanatory. And have weekly one-on-ones where you just focus less on sales and more on like personal development. Okay? And this is important. If you focus too much on sales in these meetings, that's just going to feel like micromanagement. No one likes that. So make it more personal about them.